RoosterTV, and today we thought it was a great opportunity to grab our senior coach Jacob Surjan as we have got through the first half of the 2020 season. So Surge, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tubbsy.
It's been a good start for the Roosters at league level. Obviously a 6-1 record is something that we're all pretty proud of at the moment. Can you give us your thoughts on what's transpired over that period?
Yeah, if you were going to tell me at the start of the, this post-little COVID period that we were going to be 6-1, I was definitely going to take that, being obviously my first year in the hot seat. So, the boys have been, all the credit's got to go to the boys. They've been fantastic in this little period, and we just got to continue on with what we've been doing. Nothing's going to change too much, and we just got to keep on with our training standards on and off the field. So, a lot of credit's got to go to them.
Yep. And then we might have a chat about the new guys that have come into the club this year that obviously, Josh Carr, yourself targeted over the period in between you taking over. Andrew Moore has been very impressive through the midfield, and Kim LeBoyce coming back, and Harrison Wigg also, probably the three that have stood out. But just a few thoughts on those guys.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good to have guys who get drafted who want to come back and play for your football club, and a lot of those guys you spoke about have been drafted, and obviously Andrew Moore was a top up here when there was the old system, and obviously being at Port Adelaide, and the close relationship that I have with him, he obviously wanted to come back and play for the Roosters, which is great, and he's been first class. I think our supporters would be really happy that Moore, he wanted to come back and play for us. He's tough and hard inside, provides great leadership for our group, and along with Kim LeBoyce, who's probably been one of the standout recruits for us. His speed and his ability to use the ball has been first class. He's kicked nearly 15 odd goals, I think, in this little period, and Billy Hartung's obviously had a little bit of an interrupted back injury, but he's starting to get back on track now, and hopefully he's only a few weeks away, which is exciting for our playing group. Robbie Young's starting to get going, playing some good footy again, and Harrison, we got to think, the poor kid's been 2 years away from football with a broken foot and then a knee reconstruction. It's been the longest period of football I reckon he's played for 2 or 3 years, so it's really exciting to get him up and going. And Cam Hewitt's been a little bit injured as well. He had a hyperextended toe, which has taken a little bit longer to get back than usual, but he's starting to run now, so hopefully he's only a week or two away. So we're starting to get some quality players back, hopefully in the next few weeks, which is going to just strengthen our league team even more.
Yeah, you did mention Billy and Cam, and obviously the injury list has been growing and going the wrong way and trending the wrong way in the last few weeks, but just a quick update on the guys that we would like to see back in the next few weeks.
Yeah, well, it's all those guys I just spoke about. I think Jay Colson, our S&C guy, along with Brendan Bishop and his whole team, have done an outstanding job. Touch wood that we haven't had a lot of serious soft tissue injuries, which has been great. It's been more collision stuff, which has been disappointing, and a bit of some freak injuries, which has been not been great for us. But in saying that, the character of our group and the next soldier coming in has just been fantastic, and I couldn't be more proud of the depth that we've obviously created here, and the quality of player that we got playing in our reserves that can come in and just play their role for the league team, and that's been really good. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Alex Barnes get back and play in the next week or two from his broken hand from the Norwood game in round 2. So fingers crossed he can get up and going, because he's a vital cog to our team.
Just on the game from the weekend, we got a good result, 19-point win over Stir. Our goal kicking in the first half wasn't great, but it felt like we dominated most parts of the game.
Yeah, on review, I watched that first half, and we had our opportunities to kick goals. We didn't just execute in front of the big sticks. So tonight at training, we're going to probably spend 15-20 minutes just kicking some goals and getting better at our craft, because if we know if you don't kick straight, you can't win games of footy. So we're going to be practicing that tonight. Obviously, we've got the short turnaround, so we don't want to flog them too much. But we want to make sure that we can execute in front of the scoreboard, because it's an important skill to have under your belt. But like you said, I felt like we dominated the first half, and we probably should have been a lot more in front. But in saying that, I thought Sturt's pressure and their ability to control the ball and hold on to it was really good, which forced us to sort of play a little bit differently. And to our guys' credit, after half time, they came out and just started playing the way we wanted to play, and I think we kicked 6 or 7 goals in that third term, which sort of blew the game apart for us, which is exciting. And in the last quarter, it was all about control and sustaining what we'd sort of done, and putting the cue in the rack a little bit, which the boys did, and they did well. But it was a little bit of a fright then when they kicked three quick goals, and then defensively, I thought the boys were really good and really sound with what we'd sort of trained over the pre-season. So I was really pleased in that space.
Yeah, and one of your leaders in the defensive unit, who's probably flies under the radar for a bit, but he's had a fantastic season for us, and 29 possessions and 14 marks. You say Cameron Craig, he's been a rock for us all year.
Yeah, he has. He's really taken his game to the next level. I think with even Carl Finlay and Dyson Hilda, who's in the team at the moment, has probably opened up Cam's play a little bit more, which is good for us. He's a great two-way player, offensively and defensively. So, and when we know he's taken a few hangs in the last few weeks, so hopefully he'll get the Sandford mark of the week at some stage, which would be exciting for us. But he's taken his game to the next level, and he's been fantastic, along with Tanner Smith and those other backs. I thought they were really solid on the weekend.
And then yesterday, our women's team had a great result with a win over South Adelaide in the second semi-final down at Thebarton to book themselves into the grand final, which is our third grand final in 4 years, which is a great result for the women. Seeing you down there, mate, with the little ones, what was your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it's good. I told the kids they were going down to watch the girls play, and they were really excited about that. Put their Roosters jumpers on, and my little daughter Ilaria as well, running around. So it was good to take the family down there. And one thing that we really do well here, we support our grades from under 13 all the way to our women's program. And Chrissy and her whole coaching group has done a great job all year. Very professional with the way they go about their training and their standards. And they've put themselves in a really good position to get into a grand final, which they've done now. And they'll have a week off, and then they've just got to go execute on final day, which I'm quite confident they can do.
Yeah, it was a great result for the girls, and we do wish them all the best. And we'll definitely get one of the players on next week for Rooster TV. But moving on to our game next week, Friday night lights for the Roosters. So we head down to West Adelaide to take on the Bloods at Hisense Stadium. We do have selection tonight to try and pick a squad with the short turnaround. So we'll get a feed from the master chef down there at Northern Tavern, Mark Gibbs. He's one of our favourites, isn't he, Serge?
Oh, he's definitely my favourite. Always puts on a good feed for us coaches, and he's a little ripper. So anyone who wants a good feed, make sure you go down to the tavern to and introduce yourself to Gibbs. He's one of the best North Adelaide people going around, so he's a ripper.
He's a legend. And onto the game. It's going to be a big game, obviously 6-day break, and then take the Bloods on, who in round one they showed that they've improved their gameplay, and they're going to be a tough proposition again this Friday night.
Oh, absolutely. I like the way the Bloods are playing. They've got a young, enthusiastic team. They've got some really, really good players in their squad, so we're going to have to be on our game to win. We don't take any team lightly in this competition, especially them, and that confidence team who get on a roll can kick 5, 6, 7 goals very quickly and very easily. So offensively and defensively, we're going to have to be on our game, and really winding the boys up for this one.
And just a late out from last week, which was Alex Spina, the captain. What's his preparation for this week look like?
Yeah, he's going to have a bit of a lighter session tonight, so he's more about management and just trying to get him through. He just hyperextended a bit of his thumb, so he's going to be okay, and I would expect that he'd play on Friday night.
Beautiful, Serge. Thanks for joining us. As we mentioned, West Adelaide this Friday night down at Hisense Arena. Reserves 455, League 720. It'd be great to see a lot of red and white in the crowd for hopefully another win for the Roosters. Thank you.